Bridget A from Drunk Dog Creative, and I've got a really exciting unboxing for you for the month of May, because May is when our brand new annual catalog has come out. It's when we have some new online exclusives. There's an amazing joining bonus offer and all sorts of specials. So I received a mini order the other day, which I'll also show you today, but this is the order that arrived just now. So I'm going to unbox it for you live and show you a couple of the products that I'm really excited about. All right, so I am cutting open the tape on the box. Let me just move this a bit. All right, so, oops. When the annual catalog comes out, we also release the new in colors, and they're good for 2 years, and they're special colors that last 2 years and then they retire. And this year's in colors, I'm going to give you a sneak peek. These are the Stampin' Up markers for the new in colors. They are double-sided markers, a brush end and a writing end. And the colors this year, if I get this right, that's just white cardstock, are, trying to remember the names to get them accurate. All right, there is, well, let me get the ink pads out. Hang on, sorry about this. I'm doing this in a rush. So there's an orange called Timid Tiger. That is a very cool color. There is a yellow called Darling Duckling. Darling Duckling. It's a beautiful yellow. Very different to the other yellows in our range. And so is the orange. They're brighter, happier kind of colors, I think. So Darling Duckling. There is Strawberry Slush, which is kind of a beautiful pink in the pink range. So Strawberry Slush. There is also Secret Sea. It's like a cloudy blue-gray. It's a really unusual color and hard to explain, but you can see it a bit there on the pad. And then there's another color, which is a bluey gray color, also called Cloud Cover. Now, there's a bit of an issue with this. You can't get the full-size ink pad. There was a chemical reaction between the pad and the ink, and it produces unexpected results. Demonstrators were able to order it, but there's no guarantee it's going to actually match properly. And so I took the risk. Hang on, there is a way to get it. I'm getting to that. The thing is, they won't sell it on the market in this format because one of the great things about Stampin' Up is that everything coordinates with everything. So how you can get it is by a Stampin' Spot collection, which are smaller size ink pads. There's like 5 colors and Cloud Cover's one of them. Or buy some blank Stampin' Spots and buy the refill in Cloud Cover and ink up the pad yourself, because the Stampin' Spots pads are different to the full-size pads and it doesn't have the chemical reaction. So you can buy a refill and an uninked Stampin' Spot, or a collection of 5 Stampin' Spots that has Cloud Cover in it. That's the only caveat. They don't want to release a product that doesn't go up to their standards. But the color is available across the whole range of other colors, and if you buy an uninked pad with a refill or a Stampin' Spot collection. So there you go. Those are your 5 colors. As I already showed you, it comes with the Stampin' Right markers, but it also comes in the Stampin' Blends, which are the double-ended alcohol markers, and each set has 2 shades, dark and light, of each of those colors. So Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Secret Sea, and Cloud Cover. That's our in-color collection for the next 2 years. Now, I also got paper in here, so I got a pack of all of the colors of the paper to try them out to see. I'm not going to order a whole pack of one color until I see how much I use each color. I also got some white, which I get with every order because I use it all the time. And then I got kind of a special thing that isn't available yet, but might be. It's a Peace on Earth suite, and I'm going to show it because I'm really hoping they're going to release this for you all for Christmas. So this suite comes with glittered papers in a bunch of colors and DSP in a bunch of patterns and these kind of cloud cover blues, You can see the colors. It's got these beautiful little flower adhesives. This is the stamp set, Peace on Earth. I think they're great stamps for Christmas, but also for all, there's sentiments for all seasons. And then there's a, there's a die set, which I'm going to have to open in order to show you. Hang on. Stay with me a second. Gee, am I glad this came earlier? I'd be late for work. So there's a die set with it of the birds and, you know, the olive branch. So beautiful for all sorts of occasions, but especially for Christmas. So that is the Peace on Earth or Peaceful Seasons suite. It's a special class for demonstrators that's in June. It's an online class, and that's the suite we're going to use to make cards for it. Usually that suite is released later in the year for everybody, so you got an extra special sneak peek. I'm just going to put the box down. Like I said, it was just a small order this time, but there were a couple of things that are newly released that I think you might be interested in. One is this beautiful embossing folder called Damask Designs. And if you look at it, it looks just like damask wallpaper. So for those of you who like the vintage look or like to do things a bit old-fashioned, I think that's going to be a fabulous one that's available now. The other one I got is the Notes and Totes bundle. I thought this was the cutest thing ever, and I'm going to show you a card I made with it for my granddaughter. But the Notes and Totes has all these lovely little sayings and these decorations that you can use to create backgrounds on things. But the genius of this bundle is the dies. And I've already used them, so I've already put them on 2 magnet sheets. They're a little bit too big to, normally my dies go in the stamp case, but there's too many of these. So you can see these little embellishments. That's like a bow, a scarf, bottles, hearts. There's a sea star that's sort of fallen back there. But this is the fun part. So this creates some wooden bands. This creates straps. This creates a little handbag, a tote bag. And this is a front pocket for it. This is a notebook, like writing notes, handles, clasps, tag. This makes like little tote bags that you can then decorate and embellish. And then either cut out one of these and score it on the score lines and paste it to the card so it pops out a little bit, or 2 of them connected back to back to make an actual little tote bag that a gift card could fit in, or little things can fit in for little gifts that you could even add onto a package as a tag. I just love that idea. Now let me grab a card I made. All right. So I have a 3-year-old granddaughter. Some of my grandkids live in a different country to me. So one of the ways I stay in touch is I send them a card every month. And it usually has some money in it, in their currency. So my 3-year-old granddaughter adores purple and butterflies. So I combined a couple of things. Remember when I showed you the butterfly bokeh suite a few months ago? Well, I decided to make the butterfly card from that suite and then attach it to another card. I've gone a little bit over the top. But this is the card I've made. And this is the die from the butterfly bokeh suite that cuts out an actual butterfly card. So you can see that. So I've put a butterfly card on the front of the card, and I used this great stamp set, which I should show you because this is also new, called The Right Words. And what it is it has sentiments that can go on the outside of a card and then continue. Sorry, I'm getting lower and lower, aren't I? Outside of the card and then continue to the inside of the card. And the great thing about that is they can be used alone or together. And anyways, I used one alone to create this little sentiment here, which I just think is adorable. So she's got the outside butterfly with a couple more. And then inside the card, I'll try to cover up the writing, I've put one of those tote bags. So you can see this is just a single tote bag attached to the card, and I'm going to put the money in there. And I used those stamps in that set to stamp an image on the front pocket in the same color as the front pocket. That's gorgeous grape. And I used the beautiful bokeh designer series paper for the tote. And then I've just got the the message there. So that's something, and I've used the painted lavender DSP, which is still available. And I embossed this in a butterfly and put like a glaze over it. And I just thought that was really fun. But that used the notes and totes and the right words. So that's my little mini unboxing for today. I'll probably be doing another order in a couple of weeks. Don't forget the new Stampin' Rewards program. If you make an order online, sign up for it, because now you get 10% back for a future order of every order over $35, which is better than throwing a party and having to hope your guests buy enough to get what you want. Now you have a rolling discount, and you can save those discounts for up to 12 months and bundle them together if there's something special you're trying to get. All the details are on the website, bridgeta.stampinup.net or drunkdogcreative.com. Happy making, everybody. Bye.